And we're live one more time. What is today? Fuck off. What is today? Mars Day. Taking drive and action. Yep, we're doing masculine shit. We're in our masculine. That's what day it is. I'm like, what's the day is it? We had to think about the energy. What's up, everybody? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual psychoanalyst. I really enjoy that because, like, when people ask you, so what do you do? I'm a spiritual psychoanalyst. And I teach online classes. What do you do in your spare time? It's a full-time career for me, so I'm looking for part-time work. Anyways, moving on. What's up, everybody? I am your healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru. Okay, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God, first child of God, the Lilith, reincarnated. Today is obviously a Mars day. Mars bars. Hey, what's up, Mars bars? You're always in the energy. In order to keep up with me, you wanted to catch what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and my last short, too. All my shorts are good, dude. That's where the spirit guides come and drop some knowledge and some wisdom, dude. They make it all make sense. Really? Yep. Those videos come after, right? So if you look at all my shorts, connected to it, the thumbnail is a video that I made before I uploaded this video of them. And it completely aligns. Really? Yeah, they're like the closing. They're like the kiss of death at the end. Ha! I love them. I love them. Speaking of which, I had this really trippy moment. I was getting ready, or I was somewhere. I don't know. My YouTube was open, and Magnetize Yourself was playing for a few minutes. She was talking about, it's been a long time since I did a twin flame reading. I was like, I bet it hasn't. Anyway, I call bullshit. 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 I bet you're always talking about some twin flame bullshit. Anyways, going on, she was like, these are for the ones that are unconventional. She's like, perhaps you have a twin flame that has passed on to the other world and you're still in communication with them. And as soon as they said that, I'm like, that's me and my boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend. I was like, dude, that's like Pac, dude. Like, we're always together. Like, we're like peas and carrots. And I was like, Pac, are you my twin flame? He's like, there's nobody like us. That's a dumb question. He's like, they're your twin lames. And we started laughing. We fell to the ground. It was a great moment. I told him he's always getting me in trouble, too. He's always there. I was like, if there was ever a fully balanced portion of me and another is him, and here we are. And if I didn't have any other twin flames, or twin lames, as he calls you, I'm going to keep that, bro. I like him. He is so smart. I love him. You're lame. You're a twin lame. You carry the lame parts of me. He's got all the good stuff. Good stuff. And I say this all the time. It's just us. I don't even know if it was him or Michael Jackson that came first, but I can almost prove that he's been part of my life since he died. Really? Yeah, bro. It dates back. How do you think I knew fucking Shock G and all that? Ended up, let's not talk about Money B. Oh, God. He knows all my deepest, darkest secrets. He knows everything. Anyways, I was thinking about that. I was like, if I didn't have another twin flame, and I knew this was my twin flame, and then I posted something even creepier after that. After that, I was on fucking Instagram, confirmation, and this fucking shit said that a woman had a dream of her soulmate and refused to date real people after that. In essence, we're fine. He even offered to give me a baby. That's more than I can say about you guys. In essence, not in the weird Jada Pinkett fantasizing about an ex-lover type shit. It was more like after Mother Mary came in and he wanted to he wanted to get his 2 cents. No, just kidding. It was funny, but it wasn't, and it was awkward. But in the essence, it's like, dude, if I didn't have anybody and I only knew this concept and that was it, that's what it is. He's exactly me in the female form. It is so funny. And he'd be with me, and that's what I said. They're waiting for orders. Not for me to order him around. I don't know. We work together in this. But it's like, when I leave, we leave. He's here till I'm here. He's here to do, you know what I mean? So in the definition of a twin flame, if you were thinking about that, your actual soulmate, and you know what I mean? You lost your soulmate in this life and your twin flame in this life. It's like, if that's the real truth, as Pac says, they don't leave you, bro. Hell nah, every motherfucking day of your life. And that's how I can say about Russ. Every motherfucking day, every motherfucking day, every motherfucking day, every motherfucking day. And that's pretty much every one of these motherfuckers every one of these fucking days. You can hear them in every one of my videos. You can hear every single one of them come out in my videos. Their words or me yelling at them. Realistically, yeah, bro. Where'd they come from? Fucking nowhere. Like everything else in my life. Fucking nowhere. So that came up, and that was pretty cool. And I thought about that, and it's like unconventional twin flames. And then she goes in, you might have had to walk away from him. Yeah, dude, these guys, they're twin lanes. I tried to tell you they were karmic. I tell them all the time, you're just my karma. You're here to teach me a fucked up lesson about being me. I don't like this. Are you learning anything about being me? Because you're just like me, douchebag. I don't think so. They've missed that part. They're not connecting the two connectors. Anyway, so that happened. Oh, and then I went to my job interview, and I'm pretty sure I killed that. He's going to get back to me on Thursday, and that's just all confirmation, because all good things happen on Thursday. Really? Yeah, until the sun goes down and we have Friday shadows. But anyways, I killed that shit. And I wanted to take a picture of my very Mary Poppins look that you would have very enjoyed. But when I got back, the fucking, I shit you not, as soon as I pulled up to the building, I hear the fucking fire alarm. I was like, oh, let me just roll down the window and smoke one. We're just going to chill here. So then the kids got in. They just got off school. They're outstanding. Thank God I had pulled up right then. Otherwise, they would have been forced out in the rain like everybody else. Some bullshit. But anyways, I had a good day. Did you have a good day? It was a good day. And the devil is on the horizon. Love is in the air. Anyways, I was thinking about that too. You know what I mean? Pac and how the role he plays in my life is such a significant role, and who he accepts and doesn't accept, and what he will not and stand for, and he's like my whole army of protection and shit. They could be family members, they could be, but they're your soulmates, bro. Lifetime after lifetime, they stick by your side. You know what I mean? Whether in form or not in form. And as I say that, you know, my mom, after she died, nobody likes this story. I don't care if you don't like this story. Because she was, you know, she lived a dog-eat-dog life, so she ended up being reincarnated in my dog. And I don't really talk about that too much, because it's just my dog, but at the same time, it's like, you know, she chose to take that form to stay by my side. Or God made her stay by my side as a loyal dog and be emotionally supportive and caring to my family, something she wasn't in her life with me. And it's like, how do you know that? I just know. I was told. And it's not like I look at my dog and it's like, oh, I miss you, Mom. No, that's not it. The two don't connect like that. But you realize the soul stays with you. You know what I mean? There's a bond between souls, and it doesn't have to be in a fucking physical form. You know what I mean? And that goes back to like where I am with Marshall. We're in total union. We don't talk all the time. We're not apart anytime though. And that's what it means, is like, you know, to be in union. I think that's what she was kind of referencing. But it's like, you know, anytime you're not in union with someone, you're not aligned with someone, it's because something's wrong with you. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in their life. It just means that, that everything's all right. If you feel like you're lacking with this person, then you're not in alignment and you have to reach out or something, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, I wanted to see what comes next because we moved on. We had victory and a new life is starting and la 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 la. And so I wanted to read some more cards because we only read 2 cards earlier. I couldn't get through shit. So I was told to pick from these, and this is a great start. It's the same thing. It's confirmation, new beginnings. We're pulling out of the Murder of Crows tarot, and we're taking them one by one. Because why? These have a darker reference than the light side of the tarots that we be reading. All right, this is the Ace of Pentacles. You have found a firm perch that will serve you as the foundation for the life you built from here. Plant the seeds deep in firm soil so that you might take root and thrive. A single coin invested well shall make your fortune. There it is again, fortune, fortuna. How long have we been saying it? For 3 days it's been fortune, fate, wheel of fortune, fortuna. See what I mean? What are we in? Fate. I told you when we pulled the 10-day, I was like, oh, we're going to have 10 days of this. Holy shitballs. And what it is planting the right seeds. We're in a new moon. What do you want your new Season. Don't look at a lifetime, bro, because it's not a lifetime, bro. It's a season. What would you like cool to happen between now and the full moon? What seeds are you planting between now and the full moon that can grow under the light of the full moon? Alright, so what did I do? I'm trying to get a job. I talked to Morgan today. She should be popping up anytime now. I was like, you know, it's not something I don't want, and I'm not sure if it's something I do want. Or that's what I said. I was like, I don't know if I want it, but I know I don't not want it. So I was like, go ahead and bring me the application for the housing, and we'll leave it up to God. You know what I mean? You don't want to pass on opportunities just because you're unsure of it. And that's where it is. It's like, let me drop my fucking application in. It might be on a waiting list, and in 3 months I'm in a different state of mind, and I'm ready to really do this. And they're going to offer me a 3-bedroom apartment at subsidized rent. Right? You know what I mean? For Christmas we get a brand new apartment. And you get a brand new apartment. How lovely is that? Because I saw a Christmas tree in the window. Bit much? Just a bit much. Maybe that was confirmation. Did you hear all that chinging and pinging? Anyways, got a lot going on over there. Going on with this is something. A single coin invested shall make your future, fortune. Keywords: a prosperous beginning, careful planning, and that's what it is. It's like I'm working this out carefully. The job was cool. It was just telemarketing, but it's a home-based company that's been around for a long time, so that's always good to know that they're really established and they're just taking on goofy-ass contracts and shit. They had a different commission-based system. They have a base pay, and the base pay is between this and that, and I pushed it all the way to that, and he was cool with that. And that was the same as what I was getting paid at my last job, so that was cool. And they had a commission to this, and I'm like, I didn't consider the fact that I'm so good at sales that I could really make a killing doing this. Really? Yeah, after five sales, you're making 1% of the sales. And what are they selling? Each of their sales are going to run about $10,000 to $15,000. So you can make some good money off of that, some good bonus ass money. And I'm pretty good at sales. I didn't think of those possibilities. I didn't see the commission possibilities. So that could be really fucking fantastic. What is it? And that's what I said. It's delivery. Sales is about the delivery, bro. It's all about delivery. It's called marketing, bro. All I need to know is what I'm selling, and find the right words to sell this. I'm a salesperson, dude. For really? Oh yeah. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And that's where it is he's been doing it for so long, so he has his pitch. It's called a sales pitch, is what it is. So basically what I'm trying to get them to do is book an appointment, and then the salesmen come in and try to really seal the deal. And as long as I get them to the appointment and the dudes do their job, then it's a deal. And Wheel of Fortune, perhaps. All great possibilities. I feel like the guy himself was a little bit he was very impressed with me. And he wasn't looking for anything superior. And so I think he's going to give me a chance. Because at the end of the interview, I said, do you have any questions? I was like, if you choose to proceed with me, how soon can I get started? And he smiled real big. He said that was going to be my question. And I was like, well, just so I can make proper arrangements, how about we do for Monday? He's like, that will work, because I still have to do interviews, so I'll get back to you on Thursday. I was like, great. So, it's a sealed deal, and that's what it is. I'm sold myself to him as that. If I can sell myself to him and tell him I can sell his product, then ta-da, we're in the sales. And commission-based is like the only way to manipulate hourly. And so that's pretty cool. I never really did a sales position since I got better at my skills. I can make some more, and so can you. Gosh. She didn't have a good day coming home in rain. But anyways, careful planning. And, I went and went and apologized to the twin flame for being a fucking lunatic. I was like, will you forgive me again? When I got back, I just laughed real hard. You know what I got back? The lady from the Titanic, it was a meme. It said, it's been 84 years. I was like, it's really been lifetimes, to be honest. It's like, oh God, I opened the door to hell again. In the essence, I mean, I'd just be, it's like slamming the door. You're like, you're still on the other side of this thing. I'm never going to get through this, am I? On the other side, not one that Pac doesn't mind. He really hates Russ. He does not like Russ. If God told him to be nice, or if I told him to be nice to Russ, then he would. He would, but neither one of us agree that he needs to be nice to Russ. God makes me be nice to Russ. That's enough for all of us. Pentacles, we're in a new moon, in a new phase of new shit. Again, don't plan too far in the future. Why? Because the future is ever changing. That's what you need to learn about Fortuna. You don't understand this, guys. It's really fucked up. You can't really have stability in the world that I live in, which is the movement of time. It's by seasons. There are 6 Sabbats, right? You have the 4 seasons, right? But they're actually put into 3. So you got, it's really stupid, actually. You have the 3, the 6, and the 12. Really? It's all broken down. What's the 12? Well, it could be 13, depending on your moon cycles. But that's what it is. It's going by the full moons. It's going by the seasons. It's going by the stages. It's just time. And if you seize it like I do, it's crazy adventures of time. You know what I mean? You have an adventure through each moon cycle, right? Every day, we have an adventure as the moon pushes different energy. It mirrors. So what the moon is doing, it's like a mirror, right? So it's turning like a mirror. And that's why we get different, you know, bigger sizes of it. As it's turning, it's reflecting different planets at us, different energies throughout the week. So every day is a different fucking energy, right? So then it gets to a full moon, and then it's like a fucking reset. Now we go backwards, and we take all that shit that it put on us off. You have to take it off. You can't keep it all. You can't. You can't just be collecting everything. You have to take off your experience to have a new experience. So it's really like, it's almost like you're like an actor. You're like a contracted worker, a spiritual contracted worker that's here to have contracted experiences during a moon cycle. Really? Which is a whole month. But that month could be part of, depending on where it lies. So right now we just started Mabun. How long does Mabun last? Mabun will last until when? Sahim. Which is what? October 31st. So from September, right? September 22nd to October 31st is one season, right? But then from October 31st to what? Yule is another season. But if you look at it, we're going also between those seasons is autumn and winter, right? And then you also have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Do you see this? No, you can't. And that's why I'm going to a class on the 24th where we're going to do fucking vision boards, and I'm going to put all this shit down on a vision board so you can see what I see in my mind. There's scales of time, just time. All these times, and I say they're running around in like a circle. And that's where it is you catch where we are in all this time. It's like, how do you catch all that? Because it's actually on a schedule. Me dealing with Scorpio was on schedule, and taking action when Mars is on schedule. Do you know what Mars is? It's ruled by what? Scorpio and Aries. Do you know all this? This is all perfect madness that's being poured out into my life. But what you don't get is it's yours too. When you move with the flow, you're just like the waves in the ocean. The fucking tides rise by the moon. The planets change the fucking animals' behaviors. And that of the fucking trees and the greens. Just like us. Just like us, that today, not wherever you are in the southern hemisphere, it hasn't hit. It's fucking freezing today. It snowed in parts of the Front Range, which is right. The Front Range is Red Rocks, basically. That's the hill where the fucking it meets the mountains, right? That's called the Front Range. It's already hit there. What? On the first day of fall. Okay, so on the first day of fall, the foliage is supposed to fall, right? So that puts the, you know what I mean? It changes the outside of the, you know what I mean? And it makes them change their clothes. It makes the trees change their clothes, so it makes us change our clothes. The animals start getting their fur on. You know what I mean? We start getting chunkier. We start eating better and sleeping better. The dark nights come in. We stop having so much action because the sun isn't pushing us. On the sunny day, you keep going and going and going. During this morning, I woke up, I was like, I don't want to go to school. It was so cozy and cold. And instead, all of Colorado was woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning by an Amber Alert. They better found Amber. That was one hell of an alert. Every phone in Colorado went off at 6 o'clock to tell us about this girl from Thornton last night. Really? Yup. We were all up at the same time. That was a wake-up call. Wake up, wake up. Hopefully we found her. I don't know. I've been finding out other stuff. So, as the energy flows, it's like, I'm not predicting it. I'm telling you what it is. And the cards, there's no real magic to it. It's just confirmation to what it is. You guys look for confirmation in your cards, right? You go to a tarot reader, you want her to tell you something, the truth. The only way she could tell you the truth is something she's telling you about what you already know. How does she know? Because the cards don't lie. Because you're living through the cards, which is nothing more than the fucking basic-ass energy. Really? Yes. Congratulations. It's not really that hard. So, moving on. We know we're in that energy. Now we're going to look in the Notoria, as I'm supposed to. Ooh. Jesus, motherfucking Christ. It's the High Priestess. Whoosh, look at that. I am in my priesty mode. The High Priestess looks different in every deck, obviously. This is one of the most powerful decks. And I am in my most powerful version of myself. Abundance is a state of being, bro, where you just feel full. Not like a fool, but you feel good all the way through all layers of your being. You feel good. How did you get there? I had to go through all the bad shit. Oh, number 71. Duh, those are my numbers. 17, 7-11. Wow, this is good stuff. Let's read this card. I feel it. Why? Because I am the High Priestess. Show me another that doesn't pray to one version of me. Every fucking High Priestess in the world prays to a version of me. She is a High Priestess because she is a priestess of the Dark Goddess. Who is what? Who is who? Who? On Jeopardy! 500. Who is who? Who is the High Priestess for $500? That would be me. Can the real High Priestess please stand up? You're praying to me. Who am I? God, the female version. Duh. The feelings of God. Duh. And not the graceful ones that he gave Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Who was Jesus? The Father was in the Son. He was the Son of the Father. The Father lived within him. I told you, God. God. I am God. In the female form, God is within me and all around me and in everything. We are gods. We are God's children. Don't think you're bigger than God. And I don't think you were God in the past life. Otherwise, I would know you. Anyways, God, the master of the universe. Is that the right one? Holy shit, it is. It's the truth. Hayayel. Invocation. Oh, this looks great. I'm not so good at Latin. I like the Latin boys. Move on. Confettibur domino rimis in ori mio it in nidio moturium ladu badu irum. Hey, did that sound like, as I was saying that, it sounded like I was like in some Catholic church. Did it sound like some shit? Kind of sounded like some shit to me. This angel can provide knowledge, patience, and fruitfulness, skills acquired through study, experience, and long gestation. That would be me. Real weapons with which we were able to confront and drive out the demons we have nurtured and that have come between us and higher influences. See, you haven't faced your demons. What are you guys cooking? It smells delicious. Hey, you want to hear something funny? I brought these different type of sausages home. I like hot links and stuff. Not really hot links, but like sausages. No dirty jokes. Actually, this is a spicy one. I brought home this spicy sausage, right? It had jalapeno and cheddar in it. My son ate one in the middle of the night last night. He was like, he comes up to me. He's like, that sausage was spicy. I just started laughing. I was like, I was supposed to. It had jalapenos and shit in it. It's just, what are you talking about? I don't know. I eat sausage. Italian sausage. This is not... There's more going on here than you know. Okay, move on. It's coming out of my mouth. What are you having for dinner? I mean, can I have it for dessert? Oh no. Lilith. Oh no. Oh no. That's that Scorpio energy, dude. It's all sexual energy comes over you. Yeah, when you fight through all the rest of the awfulness of the Scorpio energy. If preparation and confidence leads us towards proud and arrogant behavior, oh, your arrogance, the angel's actions may cause us to shut ourselves in. Oh, I did that. Resulting in discord, betrayal, and indecision. Yeah, I did all that. Did you do that? I did that too. Did you hear that? If preparation and confidence leads us towards proud and arrogant behavior, that was ego. I was like, no, I don't need a man. I can do it by myself. The angel's actions may cause us to shut ourselves in, resulting in discord and betrayal and indecision. Yeah, that was me. I don't know what I want. I don't want nothing. Just leave me alone. These feelings could cause demons themselves to take over again. I told you, all my shadows came to the surface all over again. All right, the number is 71. The chorus is the angels. That's where Pac be at. The tarot is the high priestess. It's Mercury and Pisces. And the erotestic is the 9 of cups, which is an abundance. It's like a wish fulfillment. These are great. That feels great. Do you like that? Well, because that's what we got, I'm not going to read any further. I'll take those 2 cards and we'll go with that. That's really where we are. The High Priestess mode, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Did you catch that? What did we pull earlier? And a 6 of Wands. And a 6 of Wands! You think I'd be better at reading tarot. It's not reading it, it's remembering it. That is the problem. To be or not to be. Alright, so anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to, you know, plant some shit in my future. New foundations and shit. Let me find the cards that we were talking about. Which was, I didn't see the High Priestess card. Ooh, there's the Lord. I didn't see it when we were doing our little goofy fucking run through today. Why are they all upside down? Am I upside down? Nope, they are. What are we looking for? 9 of Cups, High Priestess. 9 of Cups, High Priestess. I'll have to do this twice probably. Nope, there's, was it 9 of Cups? Or 9 of Pentacles? Yeah, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. High Priestess. There I am. There I am. Looking wonderful. Ace of Wands, Princess. What are we looking for? 9 of Cups. See, it's the memory game. There I am. There I am. Cups up. Really? Yeah, I'm feeling good. Why? Because the sun is shining. It's a brand new day. Not in that stupid moon day energy. The fucking tower at the bottom. But look what's underneath it. Ooh, the arrows of love. That's what brings the fucking towers. Haven't you realized that? That's what always does it. And then we end up in what? A fucking stalemate. And I feel like a fucking loser. And then God's like, it'll be okay. And then I'm like, you know, Queen of Pentacles on that ass. I'm going to manifest something better than this. I'll be like, and then you'll be like, can't make a move. I'll be all foolish and shit. Oh, 9 of Cups. These are all looking good. Quit playing around. They look good to me. Not seeing a bunch of devil cards. Oh, we had him yesterday. We'll have some devil tomorrow. Anyways, moving on. Life is easy. Oh, I went to the Temperance. All right, balance. Ooh, and the Tower. Oh, God. I told you. Don't get too excited. Fortuna's around here, dude. She'll fuck your life up. What is fate? I don't know. It's because you're going in one direction, and one move can change that direction, and then, woo, you're falling down. And then you can pick yourself up back up, and then you fall back down. How does that work? Watch me. I fall on my face all the time. Like Pac says, I fall down. I make mistakes, but I'm finding my way. That's how it be. Alright, this card of the High Priestess is a card of mystery and represents the link to the subconscious mind. That would be me. I am the subconscious. The inner world in which the inner world of the self that cannot be accessed through intellect or waking conscious, but which is only revealed in dreams and symbols. And that's it. You reach for your higher self. You reach to have a spiritual, you know, people are trying to have spiritual experiences because in essence you want to reach to the spirit. You want to reach to something outside of yourself. And when you start pushing yourself in the ways that I'm showing you, you embody your higher self. Where you are now, like I said in that video, it's like the unconscious. I am the spirit. I'm not the conscious mind, and you can't access me through my conscious mind. And when you start playing mind games on me, you really piss me off. It's like, I'm not the mind. Like, for real. Meaning what? I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to have an experience with you. Now, what we're experiencing is being processed through my mind, and it's giving me thoughts. But that's not it. It's just processing the information that you're giving me. My processors are kind of fucked off. Actually, they're, you know what I mean? Depending on where they are, is like I'm all on tune. I know what the fuck is, I'm too deep on this shit. And then you start playing mind games, and I don't like that shit. Basically. So, say it again. The self that cannot be accessed through intellect or waking consciousness, but which is revealed in dreams and symbols. Its hidden workings shape the underlying personality and response of an individual, which becomes manifested in the everyday world. Now is not a time to act, but retreat, think, and meditate. These are my cards, dude. Anytime that you have to go into introspection, welcome to my world. That's all we do around here. We sit. As a fucking Buddhist, bro, just like a whole fucking, we sit in meditation. Again, it was said perfectly. Praying is talking to God. Meditating is listening. I sit here and I hear it all. And it's anything but quiet when it's quiet. And you need it to be quiet to understand it all. Because it's so loud. There's so much going on at once. Right? It's like you're sitting there. It's like Professor X. You can hear everything. You can hear people's thoughts. You can hear downloads. You can hear birds. You can hear everything. I can hear everything. You have to learn how to focus those and pay attention, guide through that. You do it when you're sleeping. I do it when I'm awake. And that's where it is like you only access your soul when you're asleep. Why? Because you're all in your mind. You don't get time to... It's called soul searching. Meditation is called soul searching, where you sit down and spend time with yourself. How much time do you spend searching through your soul to understand it? And that's where it is you learn that your soul isn't your mind. That there's two opposing voices going on here. Yeah? Yeah. So, I was a mindless freak like you. My soul wasn't awoken. No, I wasn't awoken to my soul's. I became awoken to my soul. Or my soul just awoke inside of me. Which was the conscious, you know what I mean? It's like, what was the shadow? Me? I was there through all of Lisa's life, but not there. So it's a part of just this, a self that cannot be accessed through the intellect or waking conscious. As I started putting, as I started putting stimulants into my body, which was into my brain, it slowed my brain down, and I was able to access a different part of my consciousness by the stimulants. Really? I think, basically, if we had to look at science, how did this happen scientifically? That's what I can look at science. I started taking a fucking diet pill, and my brain started, slowing down. I stopped having all of these blackout moments. I started slowing them down. But then they started, when Bobby came around, I'd become aware of them, and I would start to watch stuff like that. I was the unconscious, watching the conscious since the beginning. An unconscious part of me, a hidden part. DID. Kevin Wendell Crumb. That was me. And it was weird, too, because you could say my name and I would really snap out of it. I don't like to be called my name. I don't like to be called Lisa. It makes me very uncomfortable. It's who I am, but I don't like it. I don't know. Whatever. Now is not the time to act, but retreat, think, and meditate. You find that your dreams and intuitions are very powerful at this time. The other world may be trying to break through with small signs and unexpected encounters that you should take note of. They're trying to talk to you. And that's it. When you're too stuck in your mind, you can't see them. And I told you, love is in the air. I'm about to fall in love again and all this bullshit. They're trying to tell me. They're preparing me for love. Really? Yeah, a lot of it. How do you know? I don't know. I just know. I know how they talk. Anyways, that's what they gave me as new inspiration. And they told me not to throw away the opportunity for the housing. That could be good for me. I don't know. And maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's for Morgan. Maybe Morgan needs me to keep her grounded. Sometimes the things God does for you is not necessarily always just for you. but for the people around you, you know what I mean? She's really kind of freaked out. She's having a hard time. She's like, you know, I guess I didn't realize how much support I had. She's like, you know, if I needed toilet paper, I could just go downstairs and get toilet paper or tampons. And there was always 3 meals a day, and there was people. You know, I don't know what to do with myself. She's not a smoker. She vapes, so she could sit in her house vaping. She would come out to be social around the smokers. She would come out to work on her car. She's not going to do shit like that. Her whole life is shifting real hard for her. And if not, she could be isolated in that house with her kid going crazy as, you know, new mom. And that's what I'm afraid of. Is like, oh, fuck. I don't want to be locked in a new house and all I got to do is take care of the house and I'm just waiting for someone to come home and blah, 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 blah. Oh, God. I got a little freaked out with her. It could have been her energy, too. I don't know. There's a lot going on. So, in essence, I'm not going to turn down a good thing just because I was afraid. You know what I mean? And I had a warped perception of it. And it's like, oh, I'm not going to build a house and then move some man in it. You know, because that's a pattern. Stuff like that. You know, I had a lot going on. And it was just all mental. Hold on a second. Okay. It was just all mental. It always is. It's all in your head. It can come out of your head in your actions if you're taking actions on all this crazy shit. And that's why I just sit there having fucking, you know, mental breakdowns and crying about shit and I can't act. I choose not to. I know. If whatever you do, don't do what you always do. And if you can't do anything, just don't do anything. And that's where I'm like, oh, I'm patterning. That's why I was like, oh, forgive me. You always do this. I know. But can you see why? I'm trying. Do you know how many other patterns I've broken in my life? Jeez, why is this one so hard? Because this is a self-protective mechanism. That it's a protective mechanism. Hello? The other ones are just bad habits. Alright. Your views are changing and your life with them. You are about to undergo a new level of enlightenment and spiritual development. That's what that fucking world card was yesterday. As soon as you close one, here comes another new chapter. We're never going to stop, bro. It's like, how hard can you push a militant? You're trying to develop a fucking cold-hearted killer, dude. It's boot camp. How long is boot camp? It ain't no 3 months. We're camped out on this one, bro. We're here until Charlie's gone. Till the fat lady sings. Really? Yeah, every week, bro, we're getting better. We're getting more strategy plans. We're learning, dude, every day. Every week, they're downloading us with new information on how to be, you know what I mean? Better people. God's people. Really? Mm-hmm. Every week, dude. So it's like, even if that one almost killed me, it don't matter. There's another one. Charlie's around the corner. Who's in the military that we're using all these goofy fucking references? There's somebody Is it a military man? That's cool. Give me 5. Just kidding. I got 5 on it. Oh, man. Anyways, you may be inspired to be creative, and this is a particularly good card for poets and writers. That's what I said. That's what I am. I'm a wordsmith. Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah. But I'm not. I don't know. Let me write a fucking sonnet. Let me write a letter. It's just somebody who cares. The High Priestess can be a noble spiritual woman that enters your life. Hey, welcome, new people. Welcome. I have entered your life. Either as a friend, a teacher, or a lover. I mean, I love you. Like, not that kind of way. Who can show you the world of the mystical, erotic, and spiritual. She may, however, block you from moving ahead too fast, or too far, too fast, and this is part of her wisdom. To see too much at once would overwhelm you and invite madness. It's always madness. Every time you get a new skill and shit, it's too much. Like, don't try to push it. I told you that earlier today. You don't want to push this shit, bro. It's too much. Your head will explode. I'm serious. It's just too much information. You have to slowly be given the light. You can't harness all that light. And I'm telling you, sometimes I can't. I just sit here giggling like a maniac falling over. Just filled with joy. It's like all Buddha-like. I'm just filled with so much light, I look like a fucking maniac. Seriously? Yeah. People aren't used to that much joy and happiness coming off of another person. I can't contain it. My son will be like, it's not that funny. Why can't I stop laughing then? I'm serious. Do you know what light is? Lightheartedness. It's just like you're infectious. You're just sitting there with smiles on your face, just smiling at people that are mean mugging you. What you looking at, bitch? What's wrong with you, bitch? Nothing. Hi. Fucking crazy bitch. Sorry. Have a good day. Really? Something like that? I fucking hate you when you're full with so much light. Anyways, yeah, don't do too much. Alright, here's the reverse meaning. There's something that you're not seeing. Psychic insight that you're receiving may be confusing or misinterpreted. Yeah, you don't know. I don't know. Don't think. Feel it out. You may be plagued by bad dreams and nightmares. Perhaps you're not listening to your intuition and ignoring something you know deep down to be true. It may be that you're too busy with everyday concerns, paying attention to your emotions and spiritually, or perhaps you're completely retreated from the world and spend all your time navel-gazing and are not paying attention to real life. There's such a thin balance between this bullshit. And what was I doing? Too busy with everyday concerns, not paying attention to my emotions. They got out of control. Really? Yep. The reversed High Priestess can also mean that you've been busy gaining occult knowledge on a superficial level, Wolfman, without any comprehension, what is his name? Mike Stud, of its true significance, possibly merely to impress others. What was his bitch-ass name? What's your bitch-ass name? Big Sean? Bitch-ass? You're over there talking about manifesting and shit. Bitch, you don't manifest, you work hard for your money. She works hard for her money. So hard for her money. Anyways, I ain't got nothing about you. I mean, don't get on my bad side, because it'll be bad for you. I told you not to hang out with that dude. That's about it. But, like attracts like, and you, really fucked up your fucking music career like I told you would, making a song with that bitch. Anyways, moving on. And he used and abused you. He used you for a song, and he will go on to go find some other artists to work with. What a loser. It's kind of what you guys all do with each other. Fucking flea bags. Anyways, she can mean that you failed to come to terms with yourself as a woman, or if you're a man, can indicate that you're overly emotional and make yourself a doormat for others. That sounds like the men that won't stand up. That's Lewis. Lewis and I could never be together. I'd run over him, and he knows it. That's why he fears me. He's the definition. Men fear over dominant women. Oh, man. That's him. Or Allie. That's why. They're too soft. They're too soft. I could be soft with you, but obviously I'm rough and tough, bro. I can only be soft for so long, and you're going to be like, you're going to see me go crazy and be like, oh, she's scary. You know what I mean? That's it. Then you got Russ. They can't take any of the softness. He can't take any of that cuddliness. You can't get close to him at all. He's like, she's being loving. I must run. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of the unbalance of these motherfuckers, to be honest. You're a doormat. Why? Because you want to make other people happy while you're unhappy. That's what that means. You're a doormat. That sucks. People pleaser. Hey, the love card's still there. Oh, and the tower's right under it. I forgot. Abundance. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 7? Nope. Princess? Nope. 9. Abundance. This is often called the best card of the minor arcana. It's entitled the Wish card, or just happiness. All things are going well. Relationships, emotional fulfillment, health, and material success. You feel you are where you belong. You can take satisfaction in what you've achieved, celebrate, and look forward to the future. That's what I need these paychecks for. He just showed me. Her cousin's got a hookup, dude. He's got that's what I need the paychecks for. Thank you. I told you guys got a plan. Why is he giving me a job that I got to work so hard for? Because I need money. What did I need the money for? I need a new car. Really? Yeah. And Morgan's cousin, he has a dealer's card, so he can get him off the auction. So I just need a good paycheck, and I can get me a new car off of the auction. Really? Yeah, I need a new car. I have to part ways with my old one. I have to let it go. But it's time. We need to upgrade. I need a new car. It's nothing wrong with it. I'm just tired of holding on to something old. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just, I'm ready to upgrade. That's what he said. It's time to upgrade. You need a new car. Alright, God. I agree. He's going to give me a way. He gave me the way, and I have to be willing. He's like, I'm going to give you this money, and I want you to go get a new car. I want you to fucking get a new car. Okay, God. It makes sense. I'm going into summer, bro. I still have the shattered fucking windshield that I've been driving around with for 2 years. It is not fucking legal. And I just need a new car. He says it's time for something new. He told me that like a year ago. He's like, I'm going to We were going to ride this till the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off multiple times. We kept putting them back on. He said I need a new car. I'm cool with that. That sounds like some shit that only white girls get on Christmas. I mean, maybe they don't. It sounds like something they'd sell on fucking some Christmas ad, right? And he's right. I do need a new car. He's very right. I mean, it's just time to upgrade. And I could give my car to fucking Morgan. She loves to fix cars. There's nothing really wrong with it. She said she's fixed 1 million Impalas her entire life. She knows the Impala fully. And, you know, that would get her off of her project car and give her a new project. The project, bitch. No, for real. That car is blessed and highly favored, and that would be good. You know what I mean? Pass on the goodness. Seriously? Yeah, I feel it. Good job, God. I don't know. That's what it is. They're trying to tell you something. Tell me, God, what am I doing here? All right, all is going well for you. Relationships, emotional fulfillment, and material success. You feel like you're where you belong. You can take satisfaction in what you've achieved, celebrate, and look forward to the future. Be careful that you don't get too carried away with material pleasure, though, and don't take everything for granted because you still need to work to keep it. This card can assure you that if you're doing worthwhile work, you will be taken care of. You may never be rich, but your needs will be met. Even when I'm rich, I'm never going to be rich. The second I'm rich, the people are rich. I'm going to make a rich community of people, bro. It's not really me. I don't plan to ever be rich. Even if I married a rich man, that he's rich, I don't be like, you know, rolling around in his richness. He'd be rolling around in mine. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's a good one. In the essence, it's like knowing I'm not going to take all his money to go make everybody else feel better about their lives. That's his money. But in the essence, God has a plan, just like he said like this. God's going to give me that money to make this world for them. He said I got a good couple of years to enjoy my life. He said I don't have to do all that shit for a couple of years. Like he said, like 2 to 3 years. Really? That's what he told me. He said chill. Enjoy some life. Don't worry about it. The fucking documentary's good. The music's good. All of this is good. Just be good. Just enjoy some life before you have to get really to work. Why? Because there's a real plan in action, dude. We're just having some fun, is what he said. Fill in some gaps. Really? That's what he said. But my needs will be met, and that's at a minimal. I gave up everything just to live minimally. You know what I mean? I'm not tempted. I'm not tempted because it's not a desire anymore. In that, it's like, you're not going to make me want to buy this car, bro. That's not logically speaking. I'm going to go to the police auction and to get somebody else's car that couldn't pay their bill. That's in jail right now. Yeah, that's where they come from. Most of the dealership cars, yeah. People they get pulled over. They fucking don't get their brand new cars out, so then a dealer card goes to the police auction and gets all these fucking cars right back and resells them to the people at very high prices. They make the little maintenance, give them the oil changes, they clean the car, blah, 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 blah. How do I know? Because on one of my day labors, I was doing that. I was a driver at the police auction. Really? Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to meet one of these guys so they can get me a car. And they have trailers. Whoop, whoop. God's got a plan. Always does. He wants me to get a house before I get... I don't know. He wants a lot from me. He wants the life, the good life. Anyways, moving on. Even when I'm rich, I'm not. So don't even be acting like I'm a rich-ass bitch. Reverse meaning. And that's it. Don't take me like I'm not. Don't treat me like them. It's offensive. Why? Because I'm thinking... I can't. My mind doesn't process like that, bro. I see numbers like that. If I see a big number like that, I'm going to feel like I could do so much more with this. It's the hustler mentality. I don't want to have a $100 plate of food. Why? Because I'm used to buying $15 worth of food for 3 people. That makes no sense to me. I know you're trying to show me something I never seen before, but all I'm seeing is something I never seen before. Like, why are we doing this? I don't feel like we ate $100 worth of food. We could go to the grocery store. I'll show you $100 worth of food, bro. I'll show you what $100 worth of food is. Why are we putting this on one plate? I'm very logical in that sense. I don't like all that shit, bro. Like, nice stuff, yeah, it's nice, but don't tell me how much it costs, because that's not going to be nice anymore. That's not a nice price to pay just to feel good in a t-shirt. Like, I'm not about that. I'm modest in many ways. I like to thrift shop. I like shit like that. I'm very modest in that way. I really, really am. I mean, you know, I just am. I'll go to places like Burlington and JCPenney's and Ross where I get designer stuff for half cost. I have a very logical mind, and that could be, you could say a poverty mindset, but it's more of a resourcefulness. It's just like, no, like that's why I have money at the end of the month and nobody else does. Because I got all this money at the beginning, so let me be, you know what I mean, frugalist on it, and let me just, you know, splurge because I got some money in my pocket. I don't let money burn a hole in my pocket where, oh, I got it so I can do it. I've lived many lifestyles like that where I did, and it's just not how I live. This ain't the way I live. I'm just not. I'm not like a penny pincher, but I'm practical. Know that. And that's why I'm like, a wedding ring? Why? Just sits there, $100,000 just sitting on my finger waiting for someone to come take it or me to drop it? Why? $100,000 to sit on my finger to say you love me? Bro, that's like you buying me a fucking $250,000 house to show everyone you love me. What? Why? You don't have to you can't put a price on love. You can't put a price on love, bro, and it doesn't cost nothing to love nobody, bro. Some things Russ will never understand. Lucifer, you'll never understand God's love, bro. You were the richest angel in all the kingdom because he loved you the most. And that meant nothing to you. It had no value to you to just sit here being loved by God. Hey, look at me, bro. You hate me. Everybody hates me because he loves me. But you know what the truth is? He loves all of you this much. You just don't let him love you. You want to be grown. You want to do it all by yourself. You want to show God. You want to make him proud. He's proud of you. He loves you. He's not, that's not a word you can use with God. He's not that. He's pleased. You don't have to please him. You don't have to buy his love. You don't have to earn his forgiveness. You don't have to any of that with him. People, you do. You have to earn their trust. You have to earn their love. You have to maintain it. You have to keep working towards it. You have to do a lot for people's love. That's not God, bro. That's why his love is so much more important. And when you lost God's love, Lucifer, you were never going to be able to feel it because there's nothing like God's love. When you know that he loves you so much, just like this. He's like, he loves me. He told me, I got you a job so you could get a car. I love you. You need a car. I can't just make you one, but I'm going to give you a way to get one. That's love, bro. He knows what I need. I don't want some man to play God. I want you to accept God and let him be God for you too. Let him tell you, you know what I mean? Let him bless you. Let him take care of you. Lucifer didn't want that, bro. Adam and Eve didn't have a choice. Because of the knowledge they had, they knew they had sinned against God. They didn't know how to ask for forgiveness, though. They didn't know how to repent. We didn't learn that till later. And that was Jesus. Jesus told us how to come back. The rest of it was, you know what I mean, Moses and all of them, they told us how to get close to him and how to stay by him and what not to do so you didn't get away from him. That's all that was. Well, you know, you're searching for a love outside of you that, you know what I mean, it will never be that enough. Nobody will ever just be like, hey, I know you need a new car. Let me take care of you. I know you need some things. I care about you. Don't talk to He's a father, bro, all the way. And he's not just mine. He's for everybody that will accept him. He loves you even when you reject him. He's still there. Filled with a lot of tears, and you're fucking up my makeup, and it's not like I really need it, but I put it on. Anyways, going on. Reverse meaning. You are disappointed that everything you wished for in life is not materialized. It didn't work out. Are you mad at God? Are you mad at yourself? Are you mad at your people? Are you mad at your company? Hey, bro, it didn't work out for me either. I got a new job and I thought it was going to work and it didn't work out. Everything doesn't work out so that things can work out. It's okay. Keep working at it. Different things. If that didn't work out, try something new. It's okay. Perhaps you missed a chance or spent too much time satisfying transority desires such as casual sex, parties, drugs, alcohol, or food. Oh, you missed, your life passed you by because you were doing that? You're never too old, bro. You're never too old to give this shit up and have a good life. Realistically, people think when you're young, you think that is a good life. Having good sex and parties and drugs, alcohol, great food. I want, lots of vacations and I want all of that. That's because the media tells you that's the good life. So you're striving for these things. But after you've had enough alcohol, you've done enough drugs, you've been to enough parties, you don't like the fucking food, and the sex is not so casual, you're okay on all of that shit. You can't tell somebody, in essence, people that are going to do drugs were born around drugs. They're in a drug and they're in an area, it's something about that. They're in a nature to it. So you can't tell somebody that lives in in a drug infested world not to do drugs. You can hope for them. And there are those that haven't. Do you know what I mean? As far as alcohol, that's even twice as hard. It's traditional. It's traditional in so many traditions, for all different traditions. Alcohol will be at most tables. They'll be in most houses. You can't tell them not to try something that other people seem to enjoy. You know what I mean? So all of these things, and as far as sex, realistically, everybody wants to have sex without feelings. I don't want to fall in love. I don't understand that. But, casual sex is meaning I don't want to get attached every time I lay with somebody, is how you guys look at it. So, it's parts of your life where you take part in it, and then you're just no part of it. Nobody made me stop drinking alcohol. What made me stop? I didn't like it. I really didn't like what happens after. It's fun for maybe an hour, but what happens after, when the alcohol really sets into my brain, I start getting spinny. I spin, I throw up, I don't like it. It's the same as taking a pill to me. It's like I can't stand up straight. I'm one of those. I have to burn it off. Well, that's the best part. That's how I can end up doing this, is I'll get drunk and I'll dance like a fucking maniac, be one of those sweaters and shit, take my fucking shoes off and shit, go all crazy, and then I can burn off the alcohol, and then I will take on food, and then I'll go throw up. And that was like my whole party experience, bro. You know what I mean? It was just always, get drunk, turn up the music, eat festive, throw up. Get drunk, throw up. It always ended up in throwing up, spinning and throwing up. Even if I made it through the whole night, get home, crawl in my bed, spin and throw up. I have more memories I have an actual feel of my head on the toilet praying to God. I have prayed to God so many times in my life from that fucking toilet, bro. Please just make it stop. I've tried every trick in the fucking book. It wasn't that. I just didn't like what came later. It was the after effect, the aftershock. There was a good one to drink. And that's just it. It's tequila tastes great, and I love this. I love that fucking feeling of how it burns and everything. But what comes next? I don't get violent. I don't cry. I get loud. I get more. You know what I mean? More outrageous, as if there was anything more outrageous than I am when I'm not drinking. And that's about it. I'm not really a fighter. I have fought in defense of other people. I throw down for the homies. But no, I just stopped it. Drugs, same thing. I didn't like what happened after. I'd get very suicidal. I'd hate myself. I'd shame myself. I feel like a fucking drug addict. Really? I didn't like the feeling of being high. I didn't like what it would do to my body and my brain, bro. I just didn't like it. Sex, we already know. Parties, yeah, they're fun. Lots of fun. Great. If there's food, I might go. Invite me to a party with food, and everybody's having sex and drinking alcohol. I might be there. Maybe. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, I want to go to a Super Bowl party. The whole Super Bowl party is based on beer and shots. Fucking beer pong and all that shit. That's the same with, literally every fucking holiday. Fucking New Year's, everybody's out drinking. Fucking 4th of July, everybody's out drinking. Halloween, everybody's out drinking. It's like, that's what you got to do to participate. When I went to Las Vegas after my awakening, it was just weird. It's like, I felt weird just standing in Las Vegas without a drink in my hand. Same with South Beach. It's like, this is what we do. We get a drink, we go to the beach. We get a drink, we go to the strip. We get a drink, we go to the casino. This is what we do. It's one and the other. They go together. So it felt weird not to have the two together. But then when you didn't, you take the one, which is the strip, and you can do a lot more without a drink in your hand. It's just changing in behaviors. Perhaps your low self-esteem has allowed others to take advantage of you. This marks an end of a cycle, and it is never too late to change. Meaning, you know, Bobby says he has a habit of drinking. He gets off of work, he drinks, and passes out. If he had something else to do, maybe he wouldn't drink. Why does he drink? You know what I mean? You get to the point of what you're drinking for, and then maybe you just don't drink anymore. Just like me. It's like, what were you drinking? To be social? To be part of the crowds? Realistically, I don't have liquor at my house. It's like, oh, okay, I'll grab something. You know what I mean? We're all going to be drinking. You know, you get to the bar, you drink. You go to places where everybody drinks, so it's part of it. It's being part of the crowd. And, you know, and that's why Lewis came out with a non-alcoholic drink. Okay, let me bring my own bottle now. But when you don't drink, you don't want to be around drunk people. They're annoying. When you don't feel like them, you know what I mean? When you're not in the same vibe as them, they can really kind of get on your nerves. You know that feeling? Yeah, buddy. So then it's like, you know, you lose more than just giving up a drink. You lose a way of life. Realistically, and friends, and family members, and everybody else that you're too good to drink with now. It's like, I just didn't like it for me. But I also don't like it for you. And that's it too. It's like, I have messages to prove. He'll text me totally different shit in the day, and then he'll get off of work and be totally different. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So it's not just me being paranoid. I've seen it. And I have messages to prove that you're two different people when you're drinking, bro. And most of us are. But what does it bring out in you? And that's it too. It's like, you know, we don't have to hit alcohol to hit that part of you. We can find that part of you and let it be out all the time. And that's where I was like, I don't need alcohol to tear up the fucking dance floor and meet everybody and be social and be the loudest person in the room. I don't need any of that to take my shirt off and fucking wave it around like a helicopter. I don't need any of that to do a dare. I don't need any of that to go, you know what I mean, ask a guy for his phone number or go tell someone off. I don't need the confidence juice or the fuck it juice that you guys get. What's in your cup? Nothing. Happiness. I love it. In the essence, I'm brave enough to be stupid. I don't need alcohol to make me stupid. I'm stupid on my own. Realistically. And that's just it. You know what I mean? It's like, people can. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? You have to go to rehab. Some people and then that was Chris, dude. Chris needed a whole new atmosphere of support to show him that, you know, other people, to be around other people, to identify that he's not alone. And that other people are where he's at, and he needed at least round-the-clock support for at least 72 hours, bro. He can't. Without round-the-clock support, he was going to give in within the first 24 hours. And if he didn't give in then, he was definitely going to give in the first 48. You need to do that. And they sent me to simple detox. And I was there for a week because of my actual drug abuse. So it took me a week, you know what I mean, of being away from it and being in a confined, you know what I mean, structure that made me really want to not do it again. And I didn't. I really didn't. I didn't do drugs. The only time after that I did drugs, I stopped then. I did them the night that Bobby set me up. I ended up going up to Glenwood Springs without him. I still had the hotel and everything. I didn't even check into it. I went up there, but I had friends up there, and we were going to go up, and we went bar hopping, and then they had a bag, and it's a whole story, I've told it many times. It's like, I kept telling myself as they were getting ready to do their bag, don't do this, don't do it with them, don't do it. I went to the bathroom, I came out, they're standing there with a straw, and I just did it. And I was like, as soon as I did it, I left. And I didn't touch drugs again for, I would say, another 4 years. When was the next time? I was at my family's wedding, and they bring me to the car, and they pass it to me. And it's like, if I don't do this with them, then I'm not going to hang out with them for the rest of this party. You know what I mean? Because they're coked out, they're going to bring me because, you know what I mean? And it was actually, you know, in the morning, I remember, this is a sad story. This is my last memory of James. It's at his daughter's wedding, bro. This is the last memory I have of him. We're sitting there in these huge ass lines. We're at the fucking Westin over there and fucking, and he's like, and I look at it and I'm like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't say it like that, but I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And at that point, it's like, I can't even pretend anymore. The sun's about to come up. I should have never done this. I don't even want to be here. And that's really what it was. It was my own family that took me out. I had been clean for years. But if I didn't do it, I wasn't going to be able to hang out with them that night. Truly? Yeah, bro. Real story. Real story. And that's what it is. It's like, you know, going back and hanging out with Sophia, it's like if I'm not drinking or smoking, we're not really, you know, there's nothing. If I'm not the person that you guys are, then I don't fit in. I used to be that person. I'm just not anymore. And then that's the sad truth. It's like, you know, it's casual. You can't go to bars in Denver without somebody offering you a bump. There's a saying here. It always snows in Colorado, bro. You would think it would be somewhere like Miami or California. No. We got the snow peaks here, bro. I don't even know. Why do you think they call them snow bunnies, bro? It's very common. It's very common to get offered cocaine in Colorado, bro. Probably way more than, again, on South Beach. You're going to get something else. Really? Yeah. So it's hard when you're just trying to make changes, but the people, and that's what I mean, is like, you have the best intentions, but then you're around them and you just can't say no for all different reasons. It's not because you really don't want this and you've been thinking about it and you knew you were going to get here and they were going to have it. No, you really hope they didn't and you don't have to deal with this. You just want to go see the family or something like this. You hope it doesn't go down like this. Oh, here they come. It's fucking Thanksgiving and here comes the bottles of fucking everybody's got their Irk and Jerk and their Jack Daniels and their fucking wines and this and that just starts the whole party. Some of them don't end the bottle, bro. The bottle starts the real party, the after party, the hotel party, the after party. That's not the way we're supposed to be partying, but it is a thing, dude. How many of us have been to South Beach and fucking ended up fucked up on that fucking beach? Fucking partying all fucking night long. The club didn't open till 10 and you watched the sun come up. And you still had a drink in your cup. All lit. I did that shit in New York, bro. Fucked up. I was so fucked up. I had to go to the DJ Academy and the next morning I was still drunk. I had never had a memory of being drunk the next morning other than that one. I was fucked up. Got so fucked up in New York, I was fucked up the next morning. Many people live like that, bro. And it's like a way of life in your 20s and shit. Once you turn 21, they can't wait to get you drunk. If you're in alcohol, bro, it's a choice. If you enjoy it, don't make people make you feel bad. But understand those that can't control it and why people will make you feel bad. People have literally died. That's what my aunt died from. Seriously? Yeah, her fucking stomach blew, bro. It was alcohol, bro. All the way. All the way, bro. I mean, probably the cocaine, too. Oh, God. Seriously, yeah. It's like, dude, I didn't have a chance. I grew up in drugs and alcohol, bro. That shit was at the dinner table. That shit was at that was at every one of my birthday parties. That was at every fucking cookout. That was at every family gathering. Was drugs and alcohol, bro. Was there food? Yeah, these bitches could cook, too. Was there sex? Not usually. Nobody was having sex. A bunch of these women fucking all fucked off talking shit about men. See where I'm at. I'm breaking curses, dude. I'm breaking all of this. Realistically, yeah. Yup. So then the men in the family are, you know, drug addicts and alcoholics that are criminals. They go out and use that in actions. We sit there with our feelings with it. They go over there and use it in action. Really? Yeah. All of them. Realistically. So, I mean, maybe you fucked off a lot too much. You'll grow up when it's time to grow up, bro. And don't let nobody make you feel bad for what you did in your 20s or 30s or last weekend or what you might do next weekend. You know what I mean? It's like, you're no worse off. My brother ended up being a slammer. He would slam drugs in his, and he used needles. He slammed, I don't know. He did I think he did meth and heroin. He ended up getting to a point where he used needles, bro. And it's not even about how you use the drugs. It's that it can get that far where you're just trying to get high. You have to take it to the next level to get to that next high. And that could be, you know what I mean? Someone is an adrenaline junkie like fucking Lewis. Like, you have to push yourself to the limits of death to feel alive. You're so dead inside that you need to feel like you're going to die to feel alive. And that's, you know what I mean? All of the 27 Club, and plus, you know, those that weren't even added into that time, like DMX. He just tried it, but his body couldn't take it anymore. He wasn't 20 years old no more. This wasn't that fucking weak-ass, stomped-ass shit that we had when we was young. And that's it, too. Thank God we're not the same. We would just stick dollar bills in our nose. We could have died. If fentanyl was around back then, bro, we would have died. Everybody was just sharing. They were just sharing drugs. Now kids nowadays, they carry a drug testing kit on them. All kids that do drugs now, they carry them because they give them out. So you can make sure you're not going to die off your drugs. They are fully aware that you're doing drugs. They want you to be safe. The government has to do something because it's going to cost them more to pick up your dead body than to give you a testing machine. Really? Yep. And the same drug that's killing people, people are literally out here buying. They told me that yesterday. Morgan and this other chick were having this huge talk with me. I told them about, you know, my spirit told me these girls were on pills. And they're like, they were kind of bragging. It turned into like bragging rights. They're like, you can own a person's life with some blues. You'll get their cars. You could get their houses. They'll give you anything for some blues. I've seen it, dude. We used to make money like that. You could get them to give anything. That was harsh, bro. That made me feel bad because you'll do anything for this drug. And it's like you can convince them to do anything. And then Morgan had this terrible story. She's like, yeah, I just watched this dude make this chick fucking suck off his dog for some. I watched it. What? And that's it. They're just having fun. They'll totally just do this just to have fun. Have your crackhead ass bent over doing some shit like that, bro. That's exactly when I stopped doing drugs. It was that night. I was at a guy's house in Capitol Hill. It was fucking right down the next block from my house. And I'm there, and this girl comes in, and she ain't got no fucking money. She tells him straight up, I ain't got shit, but you think we could work something out? And he looks at me, he's like, I'll be right back. And he took her in the room, and I realized what's happening. He's using her. He's gonna give her some drugs and fuck her real quick. And I panicked, bro. I panicked. I walked from that house, dude, crying, and I walked myself over to Denver Health, which is, you know, on Spear, and I went into the emergency room, and I totally, like a meltdown. I was like, I'm on drugs, and I need help, and I just need someone to help me stop. I don't know where to go. And it took a while. They contacted my family and this and that. They didn't know what to do with me, so they sent me to detox, where they send drunk people. When I got there, I went to sleep and stuff. I had cried myself to sleep the next day, you know what I mean? There was this lady, I'll never forget her name, Rita. She was like, I don't think you're in a position to make rational decisions. I'm gonna ask that they put a 72-hour hold on you. So they put a 72-hour hold on me. And then after that was up, she was like, I still don't believe that you should be leaving yet. She kept me for 5 days. And that's why I said after those 5 days, I had been in that structure where I chose not to go back. I didn't go back. I went and got a sales job with perfume, and I took off. I was selling perfume out of a backpack in other states. I met a new group of people, and all we cared about was talking to people and selling perfume. I was too busy trying to make $1 to give a shit about any of that. I wasn't where I was. I left everything after that. But I saw it. And they were telling me these stories, and it's like people will get to a place where they just need it. Their body has become dependent on it, and their mind has too. They can't deal with the shame of where they are currently in their situation. So they do drugs. What comes after is what I know to be the worst. My mom would celebrate with drugs, right? After a hard week, she got paid weekly. You know, she'd work real hard. This is my brother's mentality too. It's like she had to reward herself. So it would start with just a bottle. She'd go get a big bottle, a big gallon of fucking rum or vodka. And she'd start cooking. And then she'd turn up the music. And then my cousin Shauna would come, who was, 10 years younger than her, the party girl. And they'd start drinking. And before you know it, here comes the drugs. They'd stay up all night doing drugs, bro. All night till the morning hours. You wouldn't hear from her on a Saturday morning. But when she did wake up, it was terrible. Because she woke up hating herself. Every fucking Saturday of my childhood. Or any day she did this. And she would scream, and she would mope, and she was depressed, and she would just be evil, dude. And it was all, looking back, she hated herself. She had spent all of her money. She hated herself for what she had done the night before. But yet she would do it every fucking weekend, bro, because it was nothing more than a pattern. And if she didn't do this, she didn't do anything on the weekends. If she didn't get a bottle and turn up, then she wasn't doing anything. And I can look at my grown sisters who she abandoned in childhood that still live that way too. At the end of the weekend, they turn up, bro. My sister, Christine, stopped drinking, but she still stays in the turned up vibe. It's part of it. It happened to me. It would happen to me every Friday. I'd be fine, dude, and then all of a sudden I gotta fucking put my clothes on and get pretty and be out in traffic, be in the clubs, be part of something. Had to be part of something every fucking Friday night. Thank God I got shadow work to keep me still. It would just turn on. Now, what also turns on is Saturday morning. Get out of the house. I still live with that. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. As soon as you wake up, get out of the house. Why? Because I was running from mom. Running from mom. Because as soon as she woke up, all hell was going to break loose. She had spent her money when she saw this house. When she, you know what I mean? All of it, bro. She wouldn't stop drinking. There was never leftover drink the next day, bro. She would kill a gallon. I don't know if they went to go buy more, but there was never, ever leftover liquor from the night before. She would not stop until it was done, till she couldn't get no more, bro. And that's what I remember about the drugs, too. It's like they'd run out of a bag, and then they'd go get another bag. And then they'd run out of a bag and go get another bag. In the essence, she thought she was having control by buying $40 bags, until she realized she had spent all of her money, and they went 5, 6, 7 times a night. Serious, bro. Some of them can't stop until there's no way to get more. And in essence, maybe she was always thinking about it throughout the week. I can't wait till I get high again on Friday. I don't know. It was her life. And then after she started doing that, she started having a lot of health issues. And that's when the opiates came in. And they gave them to her, bro. And she was hooked. It was her favorite drug, bro. When they gave her those Oxycontins, bro. Oxycontins, that's when the perks came. It was Oxycontins, perks, and there was some other one for the mental. I can see the pill, I just don't know what it's called. I can see the bars. They were called bars. What were they? Xanax. That's where they came from. Those 3 came at the same time, and the pill mills were giving them to individuals. They sold them all 3 together. It was a prescription of all 3 together. She wasn't just hooked on, Americans weren't just hooked on oxys. They got oxys plus perks plus Xanax. This is deadly. Even hooked on one of them. And that's where they all ended up on heroin afterwards. They shut them all down, right? They shut down the pill farms. They stopped telling people that they could fucking prescribe people oxys. You know what I mean? The perks turned into something else, which was Norcos or something. Those are deadly. And that was it. Even me getting my teeth pulled, right? Every time I got a tooth pulled, they gave me a prescription for 20 Norcos. I got a tooth pulled every fucking week for like 4 weeks. I could have been totally shot out on it. Instead, I was giving them to somebody else that eats them up like candy. It's just... This got real deep, and I'm seeing my Eve as we got here. You know what I mean? It's like... It's all fun and games until it's not, and you realize you're in a terrible place and you need some help. Betty Ford opened up a door that can never be closed, and that's a place for help. And there's lots of those places, and they're hard to find places to get help. But you need help to get through that. Any real addict that's recovered will tell you that they needed help. They just didn't get it soon enough. Marshall needed help. It didn't need to get that bad, but he wouldn't accept help until it got that bad. And that's really what it is. It's like, my roommate, I think about him, in the beginning, He just needed some help. He was a good guy. He'd just been through a lot, dude. He lost his wife. He lost his job. You know, during COVID, he lost his job. He lost his wife. He lost his daughter. He couldn't find a way to live, bro. He started living for the bottle. And I was trying to encourage him, you know what I mean? The girl's right here, dude. She's right here. I see her every day. I see your daughter every day. I see your ex-wife. She's beautiful. We can do this. Get yourself together. Go to rehab. I'll help you. I can find ways. I'm a single mother. I can find ways to find resources to keep this house for you. But you got to get your shit together. I didn't, bro. And I hate that feeling of driving down Wadsworth and seeing him on the corner. He's homeless on a corner on Wadsworth, bro. Wadsworth and Alameda. He was a good man, bro. He took us in. He was a good man. But he lost himself in just his pain of shame. It was just shame. Because he lost some shit. He could have had a new girl. He could have got his daughter back. He could have had a different job. He could have had a new life. But he was so broken about the old life he lost that there was no new life to have. It was sad. It was real sad, bro. He could have. But what kept taking him to the drink? The shame, bro. That's the only way he could deal with the shame and pain of his loss. We've got to learn to lose without the shame and pain of it. And that's it too, you know, going back to Pac. It's like if I was never going to have a love of my life and it was only going to be a spirit, at least I have the spirit with me. The spirit of him. If he was really only going to be my closest confidant for all my life, at least his spirit will keep me company through this life. And we'll keep going together. And that's how it is like Kobe stays by his friends and family to keep them going. He keeps us all going. If you've lost somebody, you didn't really. The loss is just in your head. They're very much present in your life. They live on in you. Perhaps your low self-esteem allowed others to take advantage of you. This marks the end of a cycle, and it's never too late to change. Meditate on the nature of abundance. It's not rich. It's happy. Meditate on the abundance is happiness, joyfulness. Meditate on what makes you happy. And if it is stupid things like materials, then you know you got some work to do. Meditate on a happy life. Me playing a happy wife is a happy life to me. Something I've never had, that I worked real hard to have and never really got to enjoy. It sounds really pathetic to get to that, but this is what I worked for, is to be a happy wife and a happy life. I didn't think it was possible, so I tried to just make every other life. To have every other life because I couldn't be the happy wife. And then, you know what I mean, I projected that that's not even a life to have, but it's a good life, and it's a life that God wanted for women, and just because I haven't had it yet doesn't mean I'm not going to, and it took a lot of work. And that's really, you know, at the end of the day, what do you want? Don't you want a happy somebody to come home to? Don't you want a happy home to come home to? They said, you know, home is where the heart is, and that's where it is. It's like it doesn't have to be an address, but just a happy... You know, and that's it. It's like I have a happy family to come home to. I don't have much to offer you, anybody. That's what I said. It's like I don't. I have a good family to offer to the right man. You know what I mean? Not a perfect family, but a good family. And a roof over my head. In essence, like, if it came down to it, I'm sure I could move a man in. Like, I fell in love with a homeless man, and now we're homeless together. In essence, we could build from here. But, I mean, and that's it. It's like, this isn't my life. It's just a situation that I'm in for a period of time. And though it may be demeaning to you, it's helpful to me. I needed some help. At the bottom, the most desperate type of help. I needed some help. And that's where, you know, Morgan is she got that help, and now she's afraid to be on her own without any help. You know? Sometimes you just need some help. And that's what I'm telling her. I was like, you know, today I had some shit to do, but, you know, and her daughter was talking to me on the phone. It's like, I miss you too. It's going to be hard, but sometimes, you know, don't be too proud to ask for help. I needed help. There was nobody really to understand, so I needed to help myself. Yep. All right, well, that's a good one. It's a state of mind. Like I said, I was ruined on Saturday. It was the end of my life, and I had nothing to live for, and I lost my job, and I pushed away a possibility of love, and I don't want this apartment, and I don't want no friends, and I'm just terrible, and everybody hates me, and I just want to die. It happens. What? The mind gets overwhelmed, overreactive to situations, to things. You gotta just balance it out, and you'll be back to normal. Everything will be okay. It'll be okay. And that's where we're trying to get you, to a place of okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, just okay. Things are cool. I'm okay. Are you okay? We're okay. That means you're good. That's joy. When you're not worrying and you're not stressing, what's the opposite of not worrying? Then you're happy. You're content. That should be enough. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys soon. Laters, haters.